Hello, and welcome back to Fun with a Chiropractor. I will be your host, Dr. Courtney Carpenter. I've had a lot of patient interest and friend interest on how it is that I actually work out the sinuses, or around this type of season, a lot of times people get a lot of pressure through their nose or through their forehead and cheeks. So a really easy technique I'm going to show you today will actually help flush that out. I do also advocate along with it that you get your upper neck checked, because a lot of times sinuses and allergies, ear things can be related to the top two neck bones in your spine. So come on over here. We got a great model today in Brianna, and I'm going to show you basically how we're going to work through the sinuses in her head and her face. I do what's called a sinus oscillation, so you'll kind of see me move my fingers. So I'm going to start kind of right in the top. This is through the frontal area. And I'm just oscillating over there, and sometimes it can be a little bit of it can feel tender just due to the pressure buildup there. We'll go right around her eyebrows, and I'm going to get right on the trigger point, and she's just going to feel me oscillating through there. And when I would do this, I would oscillate anywhere between 30 to 90 seconds, depending on how much congestion there is in there. And I'll do a little stripping. This helps flush anything that I worked out, so it can drain via the lymphatic system. So I would flush through there. The next area I would go to is right next to the nasal area. So again, I would oscillate, doing that between 30 and 90 seconds, and then flush again through the nose, helping push that out. One area is right beneath the nose, and again, I would oscillate right through there, and that can be very tender on someone. And then when people are sick or have colds, one area I'm going to strip out is the neck through here, and a lot of times it can be very tender, and that can be if there's some swollen lymph nodes, so it'll feel like a little marble in that area. So I'll work through this area for her, again stripping that out, and she does have some inflammation there on that left side, which tells me that she has a swollen lymph node, but this will help it drain and help her body to recover. Next, what I'm going to have you do is sit up for me, Brianna, and face that way. And the last thing I'm going to show you before we do it is when it comes to the ears. A lot of times you can get a lot of pressure and earache through there, and you've probably heard that children, it's very common for them to get ear infections. And that's because their auditory tubes, which is in their ears, are more horizontal when they're growing up. But as they grow, as we become adults, they actually become more vertical. And as they become more vertical, it's much easier for it to drain. But sometimes there can be a pressure buildup. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of do a pressure release on Brianna, and it will help drain that area. So I'm just going to grab her earlobe and stabilize her head, and I'll give a quick pull and yank, and she had a pop there, and that just tells me that she needed some pressure drainage. So it can maybe feel a little bit hot, but she'll actually start to feel it draining. Make sure that you guys aren't doing this on each other, that you are a chiropractor or someone licensed to do this, but just oscillating, over the sinuses, even if you want to try it to yourself, would be of great benefit. I hope that helps. Thank you.